Hi, guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Ray. I'm going live, so I'm just waiting for everybody to come on. Who wants to come on? Don't be shy. You can leave comments here. Hopefully, you can hear me. Ooh, I can change some of these lights. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, guys. How are you doing? Hi, Vanessa. Hey, Chelsea. What? Jolene. Jolene. Hi, Viviana. I still got to ship your necklace out. I have not forgotten. Hey, Loretta. Hey, Yini Yen. Hey, Esmeralda. Oh my goodness. Marcia Childress. Yes. You on pretty late. I know. I know. Been a hectic day. This week has just been so hectic and different. Hey, Eva. Got everybody on. So, I got this new deck in today. It's called the True Love Oracle. I love it. Actually, I'm going to be doing some readings in a minute. We're going to get into it. But first, we're going to talk about hey, hi, Dr. Moy. You're a superstar. You're a superstar. We're going to talk about like what's going on. So, Texas has gotten hit with some cool temps, right? So, it's like we went from like being in the 80s and 90s to being now in the freaking 40s. It was like 40s this morning, and all day it's been nice. It's been nice, as they say. So, hey Troy, thank you so much. All of my rays of light. That's what I call all of my fans, or my followers, all of my supporters, all of you guys. And without you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this. It wouldn't be possible. So, always grateful to God, grateful to you guys for being here. It's a pleasure. So, yeah, it's cold. The temperature has changed here in Texas, and I decided to make chili. I was gonna do a series of like cooking with Ray. I need to get back into doing that, but it's kind of hard. Holding the camera, whatnot, cutting the vegetables. But I make this Whole 30 chili. It's to die for. I put cocoa powder in it. It's very unique, and I think with the cocoa powder and the tomato paste, but it's freaking phenomenal, the taste when it comes out. But this is perfect weather for it. And I made some cornbread. How southern is that? Like, this is like comfort food. So somebody's like, airdrop it to me. Okay, I will. But yes, it's definitely weather for soups, chilies, etc. But yeah, I'm the type of person that loves some good chili with some cornbread. You can't get more comfort than that. I grew up with that, and I'll always like extra butter on my cornbread too. But I can't have too much cornbread because that's a carb. Obviously, I have to like watch my carbs, but that's why I compensated with the Whole 30 version of chili, which just means that that kind of doesn't have like all the bad things in it, like, or the things that are like not healthy for you. But I don't put any in my chili. I don't put any beans. It's just like beef, ground beef, and I strain all the fat. And then I chop up red bell pepper, green bell pepper. There's cumin, oregano. There is red chili powder, tomato paste. There's cocoa powder. Like, that's the whole twist to it. I have not like ever until I started making this version. The cocoa powder actually kicks it up a notch. I put some jalapenos in there, some red chili pepper flakes. I love having it kind of spicy. Yeah, and it's so good. It was so good. And it's hearty. It's thick. Um, but yeah, hi guys, welcome. I'm gonna be doing some readings, just kind of catching up with everybody, the energy. This morning I was actually out early in the morning, taking a little ride to the store to get some things. It's like early before everybody gets up, around 5:30 a.m. Did everybody see the moon, or did anybody see the moon recently? This was a very super powerful moon, the full moon that we had. Oh my God, it was like freaking orange, and it looked like it was at the very bottom, like a when I was looking at it 5:30 in the morning, it looked like it was there, like it was going to rise, like, or sun, like, go down, but it was orange and it was fiery, and it was like I felt something in that moment. Like, I normally don't feel things like that with the moon, but I felt this moon was a way different and powerful. Um, but I guess it's been like that the entire week, since we had it on, was it Tuesday? But it just, and then later when I was like finished grocery shopping this morning, I went back out and I saw it, and it was it already like had changed colors. It was lighter. But yeah, it's just been very powerful this week, very intense. So a lot of you are going to be experiencing different emotions. Some of you are going to feel tired. I know I've been super tired and feeling like down, not down like depressed, just like tired, like when you just want to sleep. But I haven't been sleeping well either. So I've been having like sleeping patterns like off completely through the last 2, 3 days. Like, just couldn't sleep. Like, when you're lit, but you're just lit with energy that you can't explain. And I've tried chamomile and I tried that, and then I had a horrific experience with gummies. I bought some CBD gummies thinking that they were something, and I think they were synthetic or whatnot, and it literally caused me to go to the ER. So you got to be careful out there when you go and take CBD gummies for anxiety or any CBD. Not everything. And the thing is, I'm very intuitive. I'm psychic. So I knew I should have taken them, but I took them and I had an adverse reaction to it. I woke up and I was like blurry vision and kind of just like feeling like I was gonna pass out, spinning. Literally, I'm fine. I'm fine now, but thank God I didn't eat a lot of them. Some people pop 2 or 3 gummies of that. But these were larger gummies. But I had bought them in like some country outlet. Um, gas station, but it was just so weird. But be careful out there if y'all take CBD, unless it comes from an actual source. Don't trust it. You don't buy it off of anyone off the street either, because a lot of that shit is synthetic. It can kill a person. Like, really, some people may not make it. I know people that have passed from synthetic stuff. So you got to be very, very, very careful who you get it from. So I've done CBD before. Like, I've taken it for anxiety. I've taken hemp oil before CBD was legal everywhere, and I've never had bad reactions, but this was very bad reactions. So just be careful. And I think a friend of mine told me to always take like a piece of gummy, like not the whole gummy, but I ended up getting the whole gummy. But I felt my heart was racing, palpitations like really fast, and I felt dizzy, and like my vision was changed, and just felt like numb on my left side of my face. It felt like you're having a stroke, but it wasn't. It was the adverse reactions to it. A friend of mine who is a nurse practitioner started laughing when I told him what was going on. He said they actually have been having a lot of cases of that, people coming into the ER with CBDs that are synthetic, or I don't know. Maybe it had THC. I think it actually had THC in it, to be honest, but I don't know. But again, I'm just glad that I'm here. So thank you guys for the well wishes. But I come publicly to talk about it because, again, it could happen to you, could happen to your children. If you have children that are young, it's not okay. So I threw that shit away. It's in the garbage. My brother believes he's psychic. How can I help him? Good questions. We'll get to that in a minute. Sounds like he's been laced. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I had bought it like 3 months ago, but I kept it in my kitchen for whatever reason, hidden. And I was like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden I found it and I was like, I'm gonna try it. And like, Spirit was probably slapping me like, bitch, don't try that. And I'm stubborn and I never listen to Spirit 100% of the time. Sometimes I do, but then I'm like, I want it my way, right? A lot of us are like that. And that's what I'm talking about. These lessons that we learn, they're obviously the hard lessons where Spirit's like, I told you, bitch, you shouldn't have done it, and you did it. So literally, I should have taken the thing and thrown it in the garbage, and I knew better. But do you think Ray Ray listens? No. So then I'm over there going to the ER, thinking, going in ambulance, fucking embarrassing, thinking that I'm dying, and the nurses and staff probably think I'm a drug addict at this point, and I'm not. It's just, you have an adverse reaction. But it didn't come to me until I was like 2 hours later in the ER, laying there, and I was like more coherent. I was like, oh my God, the last thing I ate was a gummy, a CBD gummy. Oh, it was crazy, crazy, crazy experience. So I could say that's like the craziest thing that came to me. Like, so I can't even imagine what THC, and people that smoke pot, like what, because I have a friend that eats gummies, like, or not, eats the edibles. You know what edibles are, right? And I'm just like, oh my God, the edibles, Jesus. And she's like, she says she can only have a piece of it because she eats a whole one. She's all giggly, and then she's like, lights out, sucker. So yeah, you have to be careful. Nikki Lou says I would have been so embarrassed, but it's not my fault. Like, I was embarrassed to a certain point, but I'm like, it's not my fault. But yeah, that thing was definitely not good. It was synthetic or it was laced. I don't know. But yeah. Eva says, one time I ate an entire brownie and thought the floor was going to eat. Oh my God, I could not. I'm psychic. I cannot smoke weed. Oh my God, I know the feeling. Yeah, it's like it literally took me to a different world, but not a good world. It was just like I was like, I was relaxed. I got what I wanted. I was relaxed, but at the same time wasn't really relaxed. I wasn't even there. This is one of the guy I was saying wanted me to try edibles. I live a clean life, so I know it will affect me. Yeah, you just got to be careful. This dispensary is the best place. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Don't go to a gas station that's run by Indian owners, because I don't know. I'm not, talking bad about Indian people at all, but I'm just saying there could have been like something where they're in a countryside. For Pete's sake, they probably don't even know where they're getting it from, or maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe they bottle and package it themselves. I have no idea. Have you watched season 5 of The Crown? I have not. I need to watch it. I actually saw Mariah doing her diva thing. She's talking about The Crown. She had her tiara on, decked out in her negligee gown or whatever like she had on, but she was talking about The Crown. So I need to watch it. It's interesting. But yeah. Do you love dogs? I love dogs. I would love to follow your Frenchie. Actually, I love my ideal dog would be a French bulldog. Don't ask me why, but I love French bulldogs. But I'm more of a cat person, so eventually, when there is like some way that I move, etc., I will buy a cat. I will get myself a cat. I love cats. Well, congratulations, Chelsea. Oh, Sarah Johnson said my brother said that the most CBD sold in gas stations is not regulated. Oh my goodness. See, I learned that just the hard way. There are important laws and FDA regulations. Yeah, somebody's like, that's like buying a gas station. Susie Q, she's like, that's buying like a gas at a gas station, a sandwich. Yeah. Oh, I know. I learned the hard way, guys. I learned the hard way. I'm that bitch that just learns the hard way sometimes. It's like, but I wouldn't be Ray if I wasn't here and didn't learn and kind of like educate everybody about the the dangers of buying CBD. Lord, can you do animal readings? I do. I've had a lot of people that have had pets that have passed it by mediumship readings, and I communicate with them. I've also had people buy psychic readings, so want to know what's going on with their pet, and I can communicate with them. So I do those kind of readings. I put his page for you, Ray. Thank you, N Ray. You can also email me if you have like information about that or like places that you trust. Email it to me at celebrity psychic medium ray@gmail.com. Um, weed gummies are known for being extremely strong. I'm pretty sure it was weed gummy. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if I got that sick, it was. It's celebrity psychic medium ray@gmail.com. But I don't think that regular pot, even if it was regular pot, it would do something like that because, I'm not gonna say, but I'm gonna say that I know that it wouldn't do that to me. Um, so it had to be synthetic or laced with something else, another chemical. Yeah, rest in peace to Takeoff. I did a reading on him recently. All right, so let's just shift the energy. I'm gonna start off with a collective reading for everybody, like what to expect this week, and then I'm gonna go into answering like individuals, doing pulling a card or two for people. If you want a private reading right now, I have a pre Black Friday where all of my readings are 30% off, but I will be having a 50% off Black Friday sale. I'm not sure when I'm going to launch the sale, but it probably will be like either the day before Thanksgiving. And usually it blows up because all of my sales are 50% off. Like everything, not even just the readings, but my jewelry. I have some bomb ass jewelry in my shop, like authentic pieces that you can't find anywhere. Moonstones, like specific things, and they're going to be 50% off, as well as my oils and my books and my oracle decks. So thank you, Susie Q. So let's get into this week. I'm going to use these or love oracle cards, and this is going to be for everybody as a collective. Then again, don't tune away because I'm going to be doing individual people. But we got 87 people, so I'm grateful people are tuning in this late. Okay, we need to schedule a time for our reading. Yes, Yenny, we do. We definitely do. I'm sorry, I've been kind of like sidetracked this week. I did travel a little bit after this experience. Um, so yeah. I love you guys too. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's get started right now. Was a collective with the first message I have here is the divine feminine. So I do think that this is a week where we're kind of like stepping into our divine femininity, or there's a lot of focus on the divine feminine. Let me just kind of maybe like make this a little that's better, darker, so you can kind of see that. I like being a little dark because it makes me feel a little bit more like I'm tanned. And then we have chivalry here. So this is the card kind of like of talking about like being chivalrous. You may experience some people like, doing nice gestures for you and you wouldn't expect that. Some guys being gentlemen and women being like very like courteous. I think people around or this week could be showing a lot of compassion. It just depends. The holidays sometimes put people in good moods. Like I know for myself, I recently went through a line. It was a Starbucks line, and somebody in front of me, my friends, paid for me. They were in the line too. They paid for my drink, and I paid for the person behind me, and that person paid for the next person. So again, do things that are good for one another. Treat your brothers and sisters with love. It just you don't have to buy anybody anything. Just give them a compliment. Tell people they look, if you really mean it and that they look good, tell me, hey, you never know what people are going through this week. Um, and then we got soulmates. So we got a lot of energy or a lot of focus on soulmates. A lot of you that are with your soulmate or that are not with your soulmate but are wanting soulmates. I feel like y'all are calling that person to you or drawing to you. There's a lot of focus of love and it's like lighthearted. Also, the number 33 of that card is like very specific. So I think you might see synchronicities when it's coming like around your love life and you see 333 or 33 or versions of that. It's going to be like that's your cue for like focusing on your love life right now or the people that you're in relationships with, friendships with, and asking what do you want out of that. Are you gaining anything out of it or is it hurting you? And I think that this week you're going to be able to make that connection. There's also something coming up with worthiness, kind of like self-love, where you're kind of asking yourself, do am I worthy of this person? Am I worthy? It's like a lot of you are doubting your worthiness, and it's creating roadblocks for when it comes to like getting a new job or having that person that you want to be in your love life to be with you. So again, I feel like it's going to be very important for you to really like have some self-reflection, be gentle on yourself, because I think a lot of us as the collective, we're very hard on ourselves at the end of the day, and we beat ourselves up for like not being perfect or not knowing what to say when we like someone. We kind of freeze up. I know I'm like that's when you start trying to have like engage in a conversation, you want it to be organic, not like, oh, what the fuck do I say next? Like it should never feel that way. And if it does, it may be that that person's not the person for you, right? But again, also keep your commitments. That's something that I need to keep myself, especially like with my clients and stuff. Like my life, I think people see me as this celebrity person, but deep down, I'm like everybody else. I have doctor's appointments, I have things that come up, and sometimes some of my readings that are scheduled, they have to be rescheduled, and it's not something that I do on purpose. So again, I'm just stating that because I think a lot of us have commitments this week. So a lot of you will be keeping those commitments, but I think a couple of us this week as a collective may not be able to keep those commitments going. There might be some erratic or unexpected thing that happens. So again, just take it with a grain of salt. Connection, this is the week about connection again, like enjoying the connection with that other person. I feel like the last couple of months, like a lot of you that are within a relationship or having problems like ups and downs, you may have felt like you're not connected with the other person, or there's no communication, you feel disconnected, maybe like arguments, or you get on each other's nerves here and there. So I think it's a good time to kind of recollect, start thinking of like having some space. And part of the issue between couples, I think a lot of the times, is that they either have children, they got responsibilities, and they never make time or set time for apart for themselves and remind themselves how they used to do things in the beginning before they began to become very intimate or like very in a close relationship, which are things like going on dates, talking on the phone, like expressing yourself. So again, I feel like you might do that. The Rainbow Reviver comes out. So again, just like it's a card about unity. When I see the rainbow, it's not just a card that represents gayness or like being gay or part of the LGBTQ community, even though it's synonymous known for that. The rainbow also is inclusive. It's God's like I feel like it's God's love, when we see it, it's like a symbol of hope, good luck. So I think this week, Spirit is saying to kind of like use it to unify yourself with other people. Use this energy to make amends, to kind of like heal things that maybe are not good. Hey, sunflower sister. And then dating. Again, this is going to be a week where you might go on a date. Some of you are, in your 40s or 50s. You're like my age. I'm 40, right? I know I don't look 40. I look like I'm 25. In my mind. Just kidding. But what I'm saying is like a lot of you might be in your 50s or 60s and you're like, fuck, I don't think I'm gonna ever meet someone. Like I'm too old for this. Like stop thinking like that. I'm gonna slap all of you. Like stop thinking like that. Stop talking about that. Your age doesn't define your worthiness of finding someone. It doesn't define whether or not you're gonna meet someone or not. We put those things in our own mind and we create we're our own worst enemy at the end of the day. Like I said, step out of that mentality. Do not tell yourself that you're too old for love or because of you're 70 or 65 right now or 68 that you're not going to find someone. You just got to keep going and keep putting yourself out there. Put that intention out there. Speak it like you have it. Um, thank you guys. You're so sweet. I tend to clean up well when I do. Hi, Dora. And then we have here the distorted feminine. So a lot of you are going through issues of like abandonment. It's almost like I feel like we talk about like the toxic masculinity, which are men that kind of like operate out of like a toxic mindset when it comes to women or gays or anybody in their life. They're very like brought up to like show no emotion or that love, any sign of love is a weakness. So they tend to be very macho and what's the word, misogynistic and kind of just like a very negative vibration. There is a part, sorry, that as for the women, and usually it's called the what is it? The toxic feminine, but I'm gonna call it the distorted feminine. And I feel like a lot of this is like just female energy. Like this could be a lot of females out there that are listening that were abused, or went through something traumatic in childhood, or again had mommy issues. Some people have daddy issues, or you had mommy and daddy issues. A lot of you have become stronger versions of yourself and you vow to never be like your parents, but in a lot of ways you've become a little bit like them, or you've noticed that there's some healing or forgiveness that's needed for your parents. So I kind of feel like that's a theme this week, and just like letting things from the past go. A lot of you are trying to find your inner peace this week too, and um it's like a lot of people trigger you. You gotta like figure out what is not gonna trigger you. How can you deflect that? How can you take your power back? Mm, sorry, clearing my throat. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna start off with, and then I'm gonna get into the personal readings about life purpose. A lot of you are going to be fine. These are beautiful cards. Can you see that beautiful depiction? It's operating from the heart space. A lot of you are going to operate from your heart space, which I call the divine Christ consciousness, which is the universal message of love. Um, I'm gonna get a cough drop. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, so I had to take some of my antacid. I have acid reflux really bad. That's what causes that. Um, but I know I shouldn't be drinking coffee still. That's a weakness, and no one's gonna ever take that away from me. It's like a smoker not wanting to stop cigarettes. So, um, I'm not sick. I just have like acid reflux, so I have to stop drinking coffee and eating spicy foods. Eating chili didn't help, so I had to take an antacid, and I have my cough drops, and that literally gets me through. I also felt like some negative energy when I am tuning in. I know there are some people that don't like me that tune in, and that's okay. But I have my spray, bitch. I use this. This is called Dorothy Morrison's spontaneous combustion cut and clear spray. It kills negative energy and it's byproducts on contact. So literally I take this and pow, bad bitch. I believe it. I believe it. So yeah, this kind of cuts that shit. So yeah, I will spray the fuck out of this screen tonight, but then no, ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing my readings, okay, people? So you can take that, haters, because I got my spray. So to all the Dorothys out there, I'm a character. I got my cough drop, bitch. So okay, we're good. So yeah, I'm hexing them out. Period. Life purpose. So again, like I was saying, we're talking about like emanating from the heart space, talking from the heart. Spray. See, that's why I love y'all. Y'all get my sense of humor. I have a sense of humor, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna like let anybody send me like the mal de ojo or whatever and cause me to like be coughing up a spell. Bitch, I'll be coughing till my last breath, but I will make sure I get through this and give y'all the messages that y'all need and read people. Don't play for me. Don't play me for a fool because it will come back. I also got this ground and protect spray. I didn't come to play, bitch. Look, this has black tourmaline, it has selenite. Like I'm gonna spray this too. Pow. And I have mother's medicine. This one smells really good. I came with ammunition, honey. I have every freaking spray that you can think of. This one's infused with blessed rose water, jasmine, and quartz, rose quartz. And then I have this one, which is for attraction. I'm gonna attract a man into my life, something good. This is from the Art of the Root. I got sprays everywhere. So literally you need a spray, I have a spray. But yeah, this one I actually like it. It's the Dorothy Morrison's spontaneous combustion. You're gonna burst all that evil into flames, honey. Okay, back to business. So as I was getting deviated, see I got hyped up with my own sprays. Haterade. Yes, it's haterade. They be sipping that haterade. Hmm. Life purpose, like I said, it's like you finding out where you are and kind of like sending more healing out into the universe the more that you accept yourself and speak from the heart. A lot of you are living your life purpose. I get this question a lot, believe it or not. Hold on, let me plug this because my phone's about to die. um I get a lot of people, okay, that's better, that ask me all the time, like, what is my life purpose here on earth? And it's like I tell them, like, boo, it's your life purpose is what you're doing right now, who you are, who you're interacting with, everybody that you've had learned a lesson from, the lessons you learned from heartache, from betrayal, from the divorce, from your fucked up childhood or whatever. It's like all that is part of your life purpose. It's all part of it. It's not like the some grand design, where you came to earth just to procreate and go. Like no, it's like it's everything else. So anyways, let's get into the private readings here. I had a moment, yes, I did step away, but the haters didn't get their way. Dorothy spray worked, honey, and all the good positive vibes of my rays of light out there sending me healing that worked. So Ray got through it. All right, let's do some readings. Who's ready for some readings? Yeah, I do that. Kelly Carson said you're an empath. You can just reflect. Trust me, I've tried that, but there's a lot of people that are they're deeply rooted in darkness and they work with more than just um psychic attacks. Like I'm talking about magic, etc. And even though I don't give that power, it still affects the person. because it's a lot of energy looking at one person at one time. Okay. What are dead crows? That's a very interesting question. It can be interpreted in different ways. Crows are messengers, are not evil. They're meant to be sent, or when you see a bunch of them, there's like a message behind that because they're like watchers of the universe, protectors. So I feel like when there's a death, it doesn't mean something necessarily like a bad omen, but it could just mean that when you think of death, we all fear it. Or on some level, we associate that with like, oh, it's like got to be an omen that's negative. But I think it's actually in a positive way. Like a death is just a rebirth for us. So maybe there's something that's ending and you're like being given that message that something is ending for something new, or that something needs to end in your life. You need to stop doing something that you know that you're doing in order for you to kind of embark on a new journey or have like a different outcome. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Roxanne Valdivius, I'm ready for a reading. Let's pull a card or two for you. For Roxanne, we have the world. So again, I feel like that's saying like you've ended a cycle, you're starting something new. And then I feel like you might be looking at your career or your education. But whatever I feel is like it's like a three of pentacles. I feel like you might be in a leadership role. Or I feel like you're in your family life. Like everybody looks up to you on some level. Um, and then I get here the devil card. So again, in your love life too, there might be some issue going on, where there might be some toxicity or patterns of obsession, like bondages that we need to kind of squash or like get through. So that was for that person. Okay. And that was like, I think what did I say? Isabel or something? I can't even remember. But I'm trying to scroll back up to see who it was for. Okay. Okay. Eva Eat Me says I subscribed to Patreon and I missed the live. Oh, okay, let's see. Sarah John says, Ray, my brother believes he is psychic. How can I help him? How should I help him find a mentor? He doesn't want to tell anyone because he's afraid of what people think. And I get that so often. And I know what it feels like to be in the psychic closet because I was in it for a long, long time in denial of my gift. But you at some point you have to kind of face the music. You have to be authentic to yourself, especially being a gay male psychic in this world is not easy. I think a lot of people take it for granted, but honestly, the psychic world is female dominated. So when I first started, I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of stuff, mainly for being a male psychic, and I had a lot of female women, which I have no problem with the divine feminine. I love, my female psychics out there, but I had some older people that were like older females in their 60s and 70s that were seasoned psychics trying to tear me down and tell me that I didn't do things the way that they should be done. That there was a proper way of doing things or delivering messages, etc. And I said basically, "Fuck you," and I said bye. And I said I would be darn if I let other people control me or try to tell me how to use my gift because this is not their gift, and it was never intended. So same thing for you guys, same for your brother. I would tell him. And what I would tell you is to be supportive of him and let him know that when he feels comfortable, he can come out. But, there's ways that he can use his gift and use it and not lose it, which is like if he's around a friend and he feels something, just be like casually, hey, are you going through something? I don't know why. I just felt like something is going on. Do you want to talk about it? Or if he has like a message from a loved one that passed, he can be like, "Hey, I just feel like you've lost someone. Have you lost someone recently?" There's different ways that you can approach that and get it out and kind of like still, do things and use your gift in a good way. But I would tell him not to be afraid to coming out because really, like everyone's a little psychic. Everyone has abilities. Most people have had paranormal experiences, but they won't talk about it because it goes against their religion, etc. Um, okay. Vanessa R, do you see me and my boyfriend getting married? Ooh, I love that question. Okay, let's see, Vanessa R. No, I got the eight of cups. So I kind of feel like you're gonna be walking away from this, or both of you have walked away or will walk away in the future. I'm sorry if that's not what you're wanting to hear, but I feel like there's going to be a separation or something like a distance. And I get the Wheel of Fortune. So again, there's going to be a change of good luck here for you, but I feel like it may not be like exactly what you wanted, you know? And I feel with the the Nine of Wands, like there's a lot of baggage or history either one of you carry. I can't remember, I don't know, but it's like I feel like there's one of you carries a lot of things very heavily. So again, that may be affecting this relationship, but I don't see marriage. I think that was the question. Um so it may be that one of you walks away and you come back together, and but I don't see marriage. At this time, I don't. I'm being very honest. All right, Jasmine Robinson. Let's see. Did you ask a question? Thought she asked a question. Let me see, Jasmine. Um, hold on. Okay. This guy named Michael claims to be interested in me. Okay, Jasmine Robinson. Well, I feel like he's gonna be traveling or like eventually moving, and I feel like you don't know the other side of him, which is I feel like he can be very controlling and borderline narcissistic. So be careful with him. I don't think that person is the right person for you. There's a lot of like greed around this person that you eventually will come out to the surface. Okay. Um. Okay. The Taryn experience. May I have a reading, please? Is my boyfriend cheating on me? Okay, that's a very spicy question. Okay. I don't feel like that person is. No, no, they're just very focused on other things. So they seem a little distant. It may be just work related. I don't feel like the person is cheating. I would say if I did feel it, I'm always like that. Um, okay, so Roxanne Valdivias, she said, "Thank you for that reading, Ray. You did say my last name correctly. Thank you. I'm currently going through a divorce and just wanting to be final already. I'm attracted to the guy I work with. Oh, okay, I get it. Well, I hope that divorce process goes quite quick. I know it can be very sticky, especially in California. It's like horrible. Um, okay, am I sleeping with an enemy? This is Sir Civilian Marie. Are you sleeping with the enemy? Let's see. Are you sleeping with the enemy? Oh, thank you, the Tarian experience. No, I don't feel like you're sleeping with the enemy because the Ace of Cups comes in, so I don't feel like you're sleeping with the enemy at all. Okay. Ashley J, general card reading for my energy if you're drawn. So this is for Ashley J. Okay. I feel like again, you're kind of focused on holding on to money. I feel like there's some worries about that finances. And I get that you've been judged or like in this lifetime you may feel like a lot of judgment for being a little different, maybe even spiritually different. And then I get the Ace of Pentacles. So again, if you're worrying about finances, I think you're kind of moving in the right direction. This could be in form of a new job, a new career path, but I feel like there's some big changes for you. All right, Queen of Swords. No need to keep repeating. I'm gonna get to you. Will Quan and I be together forever? Okay. I see you, girl. I see you. Okay. This is for Queen of Swords. I feel like you're very intuitive, so you're tuning into something. But I feel like the world card kind of means that you've completed a cycle with this person, maybe like a karmic cycle. And I see you trying to work hard to like maybe fix the situation around it. But I feel like that person will betray you. because they got the nine of swords. I'm sorry, the ten of swords here. And I feel like again you're gonna be very um there's somebody else for you. So no, I don't see you together for this person forever. I'm sorry, but again, I'm very honest and very to the point. So no. Okay. All right. And only one question per person, so please be respectful. There's a lot of people other people that want readings, and I can't if you keep like repeating and pasting and repeating, it goes by really, really quick. Okay. Um, let's see. Ashley Williams, what does this future hold for Dawn and I? Okay. Okay, Ashley girl. Okay. Well, I feel the death card again comes out. So there might be an ending or a separation, and then I get that you might feel trapped in this relationship. If you pursue it or want to pursue it, like and continue in it. I don't see happiness being coming from this, and you want happiness. And you want a deeper commitment. And I just don't see it with that person. All right. Okay, let's get to Starseed Ladybug. Will I get my home? Let's see. Will you get your home? Will you get your home? Starseed Ladybug. I love that name. Hey, my oracle cards in my book were my first book and oracle card set that I created are called the Starseed Footsteps. So I love anything Starfoot. Starseed. Okay, so Starseed asked about getting a home. I feel like you're putting in the hard work for it. So there might be like an application process or approval process. I feel like there's a lot of things that are very unclear right now to you, which could be leading to your anxiety. But I feel like you're very committed to this and wanting to get that home. Although somebody around you may not be on the same page or on board with it, but I do feel like you will get it eventually. It may not be right now. It could be a little delayed or a little bit longer than what you would want to get it. Okay. Eva 81, I would love a general. And let's get to you. And just like that, I'm better for my throat. So thank you guys for sending me loving energy. Um, and thank you to my spray. Oh, the sprays do work wonders, don't they? Just saying. Okay, Eva 81. Let's see. Eva 81. I get like there's something in your past, your childhood. I feel like again you kind of want more balance in your life, but you got a lot of worries, anxiety. You don't sleep well at night. You feel trapped again, like something's not moving forward in your family life, and you feel like again there's a lot of stuff, and you have a lot of heavy energy. I would work on cleansing your energy, like doing a Forever 81, like a salt bath, or like using sprays, protective sprays, using Palo Santo. But I think that you have a lot of things right now that are more like up here, like mentally created, or like not that you're mental, but just like emotional stuff that creates a lot of disturbance or creates like a lot of um mental anguish. This is Forever 81. But you need to communicate more openly the things that you're feeling. You bottle it up at times. And I see you overcoming this, what you're going through. But it could be like a breakup or like something with your love life related where you're going to meet someone new. But I do feel like there's a new energy that's very youthful, very fun coming in. That's for Eva 81, okay? Um okay, that this ain't all y'all. Okay, so that's the person asked like, do I see a new relationship coming in? So let's see. Do we have a new relationship coming in? Um, let's see here. Again, guys, if you keep pasting, I'm gonna have my Chelsea, which is my moderator. She's gonna be blocking you guys or deleting messages. And please keep it clean. Do not come with negative energy. You will be blocked. Okay. So again, pay attention to who I'm reading for. If you are messaging something, I'm reading for you. Like I literally have been on the reading, like saying your name. All right. So just please be very mindful of that. No negativity here. We all need to be loving and together in this world, especially with the way the world is going right now. It's too much darkness, too much hate, too much killing, too many people being shot, killed. Like It's ridiculous. It's negative energy. It's demonic. Okay. A101, thank you for the donation. Should I start an online spiritual beauty business? I feel like you've been betrayed. So, like, trusting this process and like wanting to do it is going to require a commitment, almost like a marriage, like you being married to your business or to this idea. But you might feel at times like you don't have the support around you. But there's new beginnings on the horizon. So I feel like in the new year, maybe before next fall, you might start it. I think it's a good idea, honestly. But I feel like you're going to need more than one person, to align with you. So you might be partnering up with other spiritual people in the community to get your business started. So thank you for the donation, guys. If you want to donate, there is this little S in the live. It's called Super Chat. You can donate. The donations basically go towards helping me and helping the channel. And if I did give you a reading and it's not in depth and you want a private in depth reading, all of my readings are 30% off right now, with the exception of emergency readings. And then, like I said, I have a massive sale coming up on the Black Friday. If you get it now, you can, it's up to you. Um, all right, so let's see. Who was I reading next? Um, Katie Long, can I have a reading? I need you. I bought an unused reading. Okay, yes. Katie Long, there's anxiety going on with you right now. I kind of feel like, again, when I see the Nine of Swords, just like anxiety, worries. But I feel like there's a new energy coming into your life. I feel like this is focused on love. Um, or like friendships, like there's a lot of unity, a lot of support, but you're at a crossroads. I feel like you have to make a decision quick. And I felt like there's something about finding more balance in you. But I feel like you have to make a decision quick about your life. Like you're at a crossroads. And I think you'll make that decision. Okay. Okay. So that was for the person that I just read. Hopefully that helps you. It's for Katie Long. Okay. The Shaylon Temple would love a general reading. Okay. Thank you, Shaylon, for always being here. Well, I feel like you're very respected in the spiritual community or people that believe your gift and your gift. I feel like you have had some struggles financially, or this year has not. There's been a period of struggle, like I think for everybody, even myself, financially, with business being slower, small business owners like ourselves, finding it. But I feel like You're going to have some good news coming in soon for you. There's going to be some celebrations, and I also feel like you're going to be traveling soon, before the end of the year or maybe by next year. But I feel like there's a trip or somewhere you're going. Um, I feel like some of your worries are going away with your finances, so things will get better financially for you. I don't know if that was your question, but that's what Spirit is showing me. All right. That was for the Shaylon Temple. Oh, thank you, CM. She says stop allowing negative toxic people into our lives. Smash them, stand up to them and push them away. Yes. Yes. Okay. Um, Heather, thank you so much for your donation. Is there any negative entity in my home that I need to deal with? Okay, Heather. Um, I feel like you're very psychic yourself, but I don't feel anything negative. I feel like there are spirits that come around you. Um, I think you just need to do some prayers and also cleanse the energy with Apollo Santo. But when you do this, make sure all the doors are open, or the at least two doors or a window. What you want is a space open so negative energy can flow out as you're going through the rooms and like doing all this cleansing. You always want to start from the back of the house and work yourself to the front to push it all out. You can also get some Florida water or whichever kind of special water, or Cudio, like we call it. That's like a water form. There's like Florida water. There's some other different waters that you can use. You can get a little spray bottle and dilute like a little bit of Florida water, like an ounce or two, a teaspoon or two, and then the rest is water, and spray the atmosphere. Um, Some people like to use Florida water in their like mopping solution and mop the floors. Literally, it kind of charges and cleanses the energy. I like to get a bucket with Florida water mixed in with like soap and stuff. And I throw it on my steps and I sweep them. I sweep my steps to cleanse the energy of who's going to come in, who's coming out. Just kind of keep them magically charged. So again, there's different ways that you can do it, but I don't feel like the entity is like something dark. I think it's just like a spirit that wants to communicate. I would just do that, and if it continues, you just tell it to go to someone else that you can't help them. Okay, Sylvia Bistakova. Hi Ray, I'm cutting ties with my ex-partner this week with a ceremony. Will this be success? Can I release him? Okay, let's see. This is for Sylvia Bistakova, who's also a ray of light. I love Sylvia. Yes, you're gonna be able to get ahead and cut him off because I feel like you're not playing around. You're very serious about taking your power back. I feel like he's going to continue to try to reach out or communicate with you, but eventually you're going to be meeting someone else if you haven't already. And you are definitely checked out. You're not going to entertain it. So I feel like, again, this person's energy is just temporary, but you will be successful. And that was for Sylvia Bistakova. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Shaylin Temple said, thank you. Light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. Um, oh, everyone, please hit the like button or the thumbs up. That helps a lot. Noelle says, "Hey Ray, good evening. Do you see me being a reader one day? I hope it's cool to ask." I definitely feel like, I feel like I have a lot of you out there who have the gift, but just don't know if you want to be a reader. I just tell you, you have to have thick skin because you're going to get a lot of negativity. It's something that comes with the territory. As you embrace it and you stand in your authenticity, you're going to have people that think that you're a clout chaser. I can't tell you how much I like get told this by people when I do a reading like on someone that's passed, like a celebrity. But yet those people that call me a clout chaser come to my channel to see what Ray Ray has to say, which is very funny. Uh, it's very much like the kettle calling itself, or calling it the kettle calling itself black, or I don't know how the saying goes, but it's like that. Because yet it's very funny that they go to other psychic channels waiting for a reading, and they want to know the tea. Um, but they don't call the news or the news outlets clout chasers, right? That's what they're giving, although the celebrity just passed, which is a lot of it's public information. Then I have a lot of people, if you're going to be a reader and you're going to come public and do this, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you and challenging what you say. A lot of people look at my readings and they don't listen to all of it. They listen to the very few beginning and they're like, oh, well, you're telling us everything that's already out there. And it's like, no, I'm not. Obviously, I give you what I see and hear. It may be stuff that's out there, but I don't know it. As a reader, I don't research people. I don't do background research to give you my tea. I just give you the tea that I see from spirit. So again, you have to stand in your power and you have to have a thick skin and don't give a shit what anyone thinks of you. Because at the end of the day, like I tell people, you can be dressed as a nun, you can be dressed sexy, and people are going to have an opinion about you. You can dress in very conservative. You can dress very like sensual. People are going to have no matter how you look, act, or what you say. We live in a society where we try to cancel people now for thoughts or for having an intellectual opinion. We're not allowed to verbalize that or to even say it. So, I think that a lot of people come on here, and I feel like I have a lot more love here from my rays of light for you guys than the haters. But ever so often, I get people like when I did the takeoff reading, had a lot of people coming at me like, "Oh, well, because he looks white, or because he's like this, that he shouldn't be talking about our people." I'm like, bitch, I'm part black myself. I've always said it's in my bloodline. I don't deny it. I'm not pure race or one race. We're all mixed. I have African American blood in myself, but I don't use that as a clout chasing ever. I'm very respectful and very tasteful when I do readings. But the same thing for you guys out there. I just want you to know, if you're going to be out there and doing readings, just try to deliver it in a very tasteful manner, whether it's private or you take it to a public platform. Um, do it from integrity, and people will honor that. You're going to still receive hate, but don't pay attention to it, because honestly, people will say things because again, they don't listen or they don't want to listen to the whole message behind it. They only want to hear what they want to hear, right? Or they just already don't like you for whatever reason. But yes, you will become a reader. I definitely feel that you have the potential in it. Like I said, everybody's a little psychic. Everybody's a little okay. Oh, thank you, Dr. Moinica Tapia. She says, your time is greatly appreciated. My question is, will will the baby P come soon? Oh, congratulations. Let's see. Congratulations in advance, I should say. Oh, a lot of you that are wanting to see more of me, join my Patreon. It's only $10 a month. But what people are not realizing is that, thank you, Riri, for your donation, is that in my Patreon, you're going to be getting tarot classes. I'm starting to teach tarot, how to read tarot. I don't read reversals, so some people may not want this may not be the class for you. But I'm going to teach how to read tarot using your gifts, your intuition. And I'm going to be doing this like once or twice a month, having a class. So it's like the beginning of tarot, the introduction to it, and then I dive deeper with the second class where I start going into like, okay, how do we start reading situations and scenarios with the tarot? And what does it mean when this card comes out repeatedly? If there's sequences of tarots, etc. We're going to learn everything from the major arcana to the minor arcana. What are the messages behind them? How you can use tarot on a daily basis to get messages for yourself. When and when not to read tarot. When you should, use a deck. What decks should you use? So I'm going to be having this class. It's going to be ongoing for several months on my Patreon. Um, so if you want to join, it's www.patreon.com/psychic medium Ray. I've just been very busy with the holidays. This is like the most busiest time for me that I haven't had time to like post the link or post the flyer that I'm going to be posting about the tarot class that I'm teaching. But it's going to be tarot classes like twice a month. I'm going to be having live. I also, if you're a Patreon member, I meet up once a month with my Patreon, or I try to at least. And for the most part, I'm pretty good at it. Meeting one time per month with the people who want to join that Patreon live session. It's usually between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 6 to 9 or 6 to 8. It's like a 2 hour thing, and I just give mini readings to the members that are my Patreon, and it's like a select exclusive thing. Yes, I do the mini readings here on my YouTube, but I do it monthly on my Patreon. So again, there's a lot of other benefits with Patreon. This is why I push it so much. Some people want to see me more active on Patreon. I try to post as much as I can, but I also want to have exclusive content like the weekly horoscopes, monthly oracle readings that are not here on my YouTube. They're only to exclusive to Patreon members. Sometimes when I do video readings on celebrities or controversial subjects, I give you more tea about that in my Patreon than I do on my public forum. But there's a good reason for that, because sometimes it's very monitored here rather than in Patreon. Okay, well, with Dr. Moy, I'm getting back to you, girl, about the baby. It's coming soon. It's coming soon, soon. And I feel like before summer or right around summertime, quite possibly. Um, and I think you're ready for it. I think you're ready. So I'm excited for you. All right, let's see who left me donations. Thank you so much, Riri, and everybody else that did. Let's see. Let's get into another one. So Riri says whatever spirit wants to share, it wouldn't let me super chat under my other profile. Okay. Well, still thank you for your donation. Let's see what spirit has for you. This is for Riri. I feel like you are very focused on like family or having like a nice family foundation. I feel like you're working very hard to be successful, and I think that spirit sees it and acknowledges it. And I feel like you want to move forward from a situation. It's like you're leaving something behind because you've had a lot of deception around you. Is what they make me feel. So you're leaving that behind and you're moving forward. There's going to be a new opportunity work wise. I feel like, or money, like to make money for you, and that's for Riri. So I'm excited for you. Okay, 105 on this live chat. Press the like button and let's support Ray's channel. Thank you. The Terran experience, I really, really appreciate it. Okay, Abby Debu, same here. I'm not African, but it's not to repress anyone. I chose my YouTube name. Exactly. Um, okay, let's see here. In the School of Massage Therapy in Ray, do you see me being successful in this field or something else? No, boo boo, you're going to be very successful in this line of work for massage therapy. Um, there's somebody that doesn't approve of it. I think there's going to be a guy or somebody in your life that doesn't like the idea of you rubbing other people or doing massages. But whoever it is, you're going to confront them and be like, this is my life and my money. And if you don't like it, you can get to step in boo boo. But I feel like your financial struggles are going to come to an end doing this. So I think it's very viable. I think that there will never be like robots that completely can do or emulate a massage like a human can. Because trust me, I've had massages from like the gym, those chairs, and they're not the same, except for the hydro chair on Planet Fitness. If anybody has a Planet Fitness, I do like the hydro chair. I will say that's pretty neat, but it still doesn't emulate like a hands on you. Um, if I can have one of my moderators to please put the link to Patreon. So it's www.patreon.com/, psychic medium Ray. Um, Troy Rose, I'm changing jobs and I'm worried. Any advice? Oh, hey Troy, thank you so much for the donation. Um, okay. Okay, your current job is toxic as F, Troy. I feel like you're making the right decision, and I feel like you're gonna break free. I feel like an opportunity is coming soon, and you're gonna be like in a higher position or in a role where you're helping other people, but like as a team, acting as a team. Because I feel like where you work right now, there's not any unity. Like everybody's doing their own thing. People just don't give a shit, literally. But I feel like again, you're stepping into something that's gonna be better for you. And don't be afraid. And this comes in a couple of months. It may not come as quick as it could be quicker than you think, but I think it's gonna come for you either way. And thank you for asking. Um, oh, thank you, Enray, for being so sweet. Um, Kicking it with Tay since I need a new roof for my house really bad. Will I get the money to do it? Um, yes, yes, you will. You will. Okay, thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea Brock. What? She's really good. She's one of my rays of light. Also a client, a friend of mine. Just love and adore her. Thank you for doing that, sweetheart. So, guys, if you look in the chat, you can go up, scroll up. There is my Patreon link for those that want to. Also, if you're wanting to purchase a reading, I have a lot of people that try to go to my website, but I only use PayPal for it. A lot of people are scared to use PayPal or they've had issues. You can always contact me and email me if you want a reading. And you don't want to use PayPal, I do accept Venmo or Cash App. So there's other methods that you can pay if you wanted a private reading and you don't use PayPal. Also, I wanted to take time really quick, and I know it's kind of like advertising, it's annoying as fuck, but I wanted just to talk about something really quick for a lot of people that used to be on my Patreon, Rays of Light, that left it for because financial reasons. A lot of times people would join my Patreon like in the middle of the month, let's say they joined it on November 23rd, right? And then they would get billed $10 on November 23rd, and then come the first of the month, they would be billed $23 again, and it would be like, and then after that, it's like every first of the month. I stopped that. They gave us as content creators the option to fix this on Patreon, so no longer is this happening. So what's happening is the day that you join Patreon is the day that you're billed every month. You're no longer billed twice, or like what people would call twice a month, because again, you were billed in the middle of the month or the end of that month, and you weren't billed on the first of the month again. So you're only billed once. So that may be something that gives you a lot of more, I guess, like an incentive to come back if you want to. But again, that was like a major thing for a lot of Patreon, and we all, as content creators, we didn't have any because Patreon is our own platform. They give it to us, but as content creators, we didn't have the ability to say, "Hey, hey, bitch, like you're doing a dissatisfaction. We're losing our subscribers. We're losing people that want to join us, but you're because your billing system sucks, literally." So they kind of hurt us. We all complained to them. I trust me, I read a lot of the messages that you guys send me. I don't always respond back, but I do give it to them. And we did, and they basically changed that. So they gave the content creators for us to sign up for our particular pages, our tiers, to make it where you can just be billed one time, and I think that's a lot better for a lot of my Patreon members and people that want to join my Patreon. Also, a lot of people have been asking me about predictions. Am I going to be doing the yearly world and celebrity predictions? Yes. If you have suggestions of celebrities or anything that you want to know about around the world, specifically email me at celebrity psychic medium ray@gmail.com. Again, celebrity psychic medium ray@gmail.com. And in the subject line of your email, put end of the year predictions. And then be specific in what you want to know. I'm taking feedback now because, again, not next week, but the following week, I will be making my predictions and I'll be posting them. Okay. Okay. Moika, $5. Thank you. Oh, she gave me a donation. So cute. Okay. And T Woods, thank you so much. We love you, Ray. I'm going to pull a card for T Woods. Thank you for your time and your energy and for the donation. Again, that helps me. It helps the channel, to keep going. And so I can keep doing these things. I just love the love. And again, if you want a private reading right now, they're 30% off. Um, so for you, for T What's, I kind of get like you're in a gonna be in a very happy space. I feel like there's something about 1111 this year. Pay attention to that repetitive number. I think your angels are working with you and your intuition. I also feel like you're gonna be very much changing your lifestyle, maybe like becoming more active, or if you're not, or if you're already active, taking it to the next level. Because I feel like there's a concentration on fitness, and also feel like you're gonna be very much cutting out people that are no longer necessary in your life, or they're not contributing the highest of all good in your life. I feel like you're chopping people out. Okay, so I hope that helps you. T What's okay. And we have a donation from Hey to All. Hey, thank you so much. Hey to y'all. Hi Ray, thanks for your readings. Do you see anything from the new love interest friend? um, let's see what comes out. I get the Four of Pentacles, so I feel like that person will be coming in, but I feel like they might be like holding on to money, or they're very good at their holding on to money. With the love interest, I also feel like either one of you might have some health issues that also creep up this year with the Four of Swords. There may also be like, well, this could also be two things. It could be health, but it could also mean that you might find that that person kind of goes quiet, or like there's a resting period where it kind of freaks you out. You're like wondering, well, are they going to make a move? What's going on here? But sometimes distance apart or like silence makes relationships stronger. Codependent relationships are not good, and they never end up good. They usually end up being ending because, again, codependency is like a very low vibration, where that person needs to follow their partner to the gym, or they need to go everywhere they go. They're attached at their hip. It's gross. It's like, let that person breathe, okay? Naj, thank you so much, girl, for your donation of $1.99. Yes. Okay. I know that you wanted to know about your partner or that person. I feel like there's a lot of focus about family, and I also feel like they might be needing more balance in their life. So I feel like it's a possibility they might, want to take this the next forward. But I also feel like this person may just show you heartbreak because the Three of Swords came out. So again, it may not be exactly what you want, or your cup of tea, but go slow with that. Thank you so much. So you said, do you see Michael and I date each other? No, unfortunately not. TJ, thank you for your donation of $4.99. And they say, hi Ray, just wondering if I will do well with my new job. I've only been working there for 2 weeks. I think that you will, but I also feel like there's another opportunity coming up for you in 2023, right around spring or summertime. So you may be in this job very short term. I do feel like you need to be careful with how much you give information about your personal life, because I feel like there may be some negative energies around you that are deceptive in this new job. So it's not that you won't be successful, but sometimes when we give too much of our personal life out, we need to keep that more away from our jobs because it can impact. Okay. So again, I feel like you might actually be betrayed if you open too much of your personal stuff with them. So just be, you know, just you can be present and go out with them for lunch or something, but kind of keep more of your like personal life to yourself. Um, okay. You're welcome. Hey to y'all. Okay, I'm gonna do one more person and then I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm already feeling tired. Um, Pinky B, what does my career look like? Well, I see you're going to be juggling a lot, even though you're working a job. You might work two jobs. That's what I keep feeling. You're just a lot of juggling with your finances. I think that you want to be more like working, but not having to worry so much about like what's coming next. But I think that you will, yeah, you're going to just see a lot of changes in general. They also want you to watch your spending, because I think that you can tend to get like fill an emotional void through shopping, etc. So they definitely want you to be careful with that. But you will be fine. I think that you get through this period. All right. Oh my God, everybody's sending me donations, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Crystal 57, real quick. Will I find love next year? Whether at work, college? I'm 26. Love you. Love you too, Crystal 57. Let's see, girl, real quick. There's a lot of hope here with the star card comes out. I do feel you're definitely starting a new phase with your college and like stuff. They're saying for you to kind of take a leap of faith. I think that you don't have enough confidence at times. Like you doubt yourself because I feel like you're very spiritual and a free soul. And I think that you also tend to like have a very strong energy. But they say that you will meet someone, but it may be like just a friendship. I don't see anything deeply romantically involved, but I think that you might meet them through your daily interactions is what I keep feeling. So I hope that helps. That was for Crystal 57. Lady 94, hi Ray. I'm curious to know what my love life is looking like. Okay, Lady J 94, let's see. Let's see, girl. I feel like you have a very strong man who's like very like much likes to work and provide, but I also feel like you're a provider too. So y'all might butt heads like in your love life is what I feel. Um, thank you, Dr. Moy. She says your gift is priceless, Jess. You might find that that person, if it's not in your life now, kind of like might leave you because they find you intimidating because again you stand up to them, but it's actually a blessing in disguise. And if you've already gone through that, then you're on the other side. But I feel like new energy is coming in, somebody that is more giving and it's not like just butting heads with you. But I see new beginnings for you, good things. Okay. And the last one is going to be Mike Bowie. Hey Ray, what's my career path hold for me in the near future? All right, that's from Mike Bowie. Bully, or is it Bully? Or sorry, I can't see real well. Bowie, that's very tiny. Okay, I hope I said that right too. I feel like you may have gotten injured on the one of like in your personal life. I don't know if you've suffered any back injuries or you have a back issue, but I feel Mike that you might have something with your back connected. But as far as like work is related, I feel you're gonna have some good news or celebrations. There's something about the month of March in particular. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles, wow, comes out to indicate, yeah, you're gonna have money coming in. But I also feel like there might be a connection through a female that you know, or like a friend that's a female that kind of gives you a lead to a job. But I feel like again, there might be a lead there, and the Sun card comes out. So you have a lot of angelic protection, divine timing. It's I get like, yeah, you're gonna the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So I think things are gonna change within a year for you. But I do feel like you're gonna be in a position of like leadership, like kind of like you're gonna be able to take it easier in the future, and kind of like call the shots, like either a manager or leadership role is what I keep feeling. So I hope that that helps. All right. So, uh, So, Naj, yes, I read your question. I'm sorry, love. Thank you so much. And I am going to call it a day. I am super like drained, but I love you guys and I will be back. Don't forget to join my Patreon and don't forget to purchase a private reading if you want one, 30% off. All right. Bye.